Welcome back, guys. My name is Felita and this is Budgeting with the Millings. In this video, I am going to be preparing a family budget or expenses for my family as well as for my own personal expenses, and I'm also going to have my first debt repayment plan put in place. If this sounds like something you would be interested in, please stay tuned. Hey guys, I just realized that my camera was not recording, so I'll just kind of run through what I have so far, and that way we can just kind of get caught up. So we have a combined income or a combined contribution of $2,138, and then we have a rollover of $826, which is going to give us a total of $29.64 to work with for this weekly period. So these are all expenses that are either they come out automatically like through ACH or through bill pay. So these are things that I don't have to typically go out and pay, or either I do physically go out and pay them and they're already done before, I'm not taking out any cash for any of these things. So our mortgage is $1,011. The power is $145. Insurance is $80. And one thing that I did want to mention about the insurance, this insurance is for a total of 6 people. It's for myself, my husband, and then our 4 children. And that's bi-weekly. We have Spectrum, which is our cable, for $78. We have Spire, which is our gas, which is also $78. We have ADT, which is our security, for $33, and then our storage, or my daughter's storage bill, which is $35. So all of these things combined is $1,460. And so when I take that $1,460 from the $29.64, it leaves us with $1,504. Now, one thing that I did want to say about our monthly bills, because my husband is military, at some point the military decided, instead of him getting paid when he's on these extended leaves, the same way that he would if he was doing just his regular weekend and 2 weeks a year, they decided that he would, instead of him getting paid like on the 15th and just say the 30th, and I'm not sure exactly what those dates are, they decided that they would only pay him once a month. So what I decided to do was pay all of this stuff up ahead 1 month and on paper. So what I did was, if my power bill was $295 or just say $300, I sent them an extra $300 that month, and then I went ahead and still did my $145. So that particular month I was paying the $300 plus the $145, which would have been like $445, and then I went and did the same thing for each subsequent payment. I paid a full month, and then I went ahead and started doing the bi-weekly. So when he goes on a leave, I don't have to worry about, okay, is his paper, are they going to cut him a check from the military in time to make these payments? But I just kind of wanted to explain how we kind of do things, being a military family, and with the military being the way that it is as far as pay. And I don't know if it's just his branch or whether it's just all military employees. But if I do know that we do have some military people that do budget, so if that affects you guys, or if you guys had that happen to you, just drop it, or maybe a thumbs up or something in the comments below. But anyway, that's what we do on that. So next we have our cash envelopes. So this is the actual envelopes that I take money out for, and I stuff these. We have grocery, which is $150. We have our household expenses, which is $40. We have medical, which is my daughter's braces, and that's $83. We have tuition, which is for my middle daughter, Morgan. We have Wayne's, and that's our termite. car tags. We have car maintenance. We have HOA. We have our dog, Gracie, and that's 10. We have emergency, which is 25. So once I add all of this up, it should come to, let's see, 150 plus 40 plus 83 plus 50 plus 11 plus 34 plus 40 plus 15 plus 10 plus 25. And that should come to a total of 400. I'm hoping you guys probably can't see that. That comes to a total of $458. So once I subtract that 458 from that 1504, that should give me, or give us, a balance of $1,046. So next we'll do what I consider sinking funds, and that'll be Christmas, which is 120, and then vacation, which is 100. So, and I know this is easy math, but I'm putting it in anyway, y'all. And that is $220. So I take that 220 from I'm sorry, if you guys can see that, from that 1046, and that would give me $826. Now we don't stuff anything for savings, or we don't put anything in savings here, or we don't have any family debt outside of our mortgage, actually, but excuse me. So when we come here, our income is here, which is 2964. Our total bills is 1460. Our cash envelopes is, I don't know if you guys can see that, is 458. Our sinking funds is 220, and we don't have anything for savings or anything for debt. So once I add all this up, it should give me a zero budget. So let's see if my numbers are right. So 2964 minus 1460 minus 458 minus 220 equals 826. So technically for us, that is a zero budget. I typically like to keep at least $1,000 in our rollover. But we had, I think a couple weeks back, we had some expenses, or we were over, and we just have not put the money back into that account yet. So everything seems to be okay with our family budget, since I guess when I pull the money, that's what we'll be doing. So I've already had this filled out in the interest of time, just to kind of show people what it is that I do. Now this right here, I just did this on a Word document. I know it's nothing fancy, but it helps me. I've seen a couple of women do it. And even though I was doing it a little bit differently, but this right here, it did help me out a lot. What I was doing before was actually going every single week and making, I would draw it out and make it and, do all that kind of stuff. But I said, hey, why not just go ahead and just do a Word document, and, that way I can just print it when I need it. But basically what I do, because I know a lot of times people are wondering, how do you come up with the denominations? And this is what I typically do. For grocery, I do $150, but because I may have to run and get a loaf of bread, milk, and butter, I don't want to spend $100. I don't want to break $100 bill. So what I would do in this case, for us, I'll do 5 20s and then a 50. So that's how I would do that. And then for household, it's getting $40. So what I would do for that is just 2 20s, and then I will go on until I do all of these, and then I would total up each one. So just say for 20s, well, I'll just go ahead and for this and just go ahead and run through it real quick. For medical, I would do 50, 70, 80, 1, 2, and 3. So that's 83. Tuition would get 50, so I would do 150. Wayne's would get 11, so I would do 110 and 1. Tags would get 34, so I would do 120, 110, and 4 1s. Car maintenance is 40. HOA is 15, so that's a 10 and a 5. Gracie is 10, and emergency is 25. I don't know why my eyes are getting all tangly today. But then what I would do is just go and add each of these columns down. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's $8. Or 8 1s, I'm sorry. That's 8 1s. And then 5s I have 2. And then 10s I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For 20s I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. 50s I have 3 and no 100s. But you know what? That's not right because I don't have Christmas on here or vacation. So Christmas would get, I think that's 120, and vacation is 100. So that's 100, 120. So that would be 3. And that would be 2. So let me make sure. I'm just checking my sheet here, y'all. Yeah. So that's right. So what I would do then is add this up. So that would be $8. That would be $10. That would be $50. That would be, what, 260? Let me make sure, y'all. Yes, 260. 50 would be 150, and then 100. 2 100s would be 200. So what I do at that point is add all of those up, and it should give me my total of 678. And when I say 678, that would be the 220 plus the 458. So let's do that real quick. 8 plus 10 plus 50 plus 260 plus 150 plus 200, and that is 678. So that's what, these are the denominations that I would take to the bank. Now, one other thing that I did do recently is I made these little, I don't even know, but I guess you would consider them bank teller slips, but I would just enter these denominations on this slip, and this is what I would give to my teller. It makes it easier for them, and it also makes it easier for me. Before, what I was doing is just writing this on a sticky note and giving it to, and they didn't have a problem with that either, but this is just a lot easier for me. It's streamlining my process and the time that it takes me to do the budget, especially since I'm doing both my family budget as well as my own personal finances. Now, we'll get to my personal budget. Okay, y'all, I don't know what is going on with my camera today. I don't know how much of the personal budget you got. So I obviously I'd done all of it and didn't realize that my camera was not recording again. But let me just run through it really quickly for you guys. So what I'm doing for my personal budget is my income is $701. Rollover is $1,000. I am transferring $2,000 from my savings account to my checking account, and I'll go over that in just a second. And then I am also taking $337 out of my debt envelope. So that's giving me a total of $4,038. This total up here where I said my income, it does not include any of this stuff. My tithes, my car, my gas, car insurance, cell phone, or my daughter's allowance. And the reason that I've chosen not to put this in is because all of this stuff is automatically taken out. It's taken out pretty much before I even look at my account. It's debited or through either bill pay or ACH or something. So I'll list it here, but I'll just have ACH here. Then we'll go on to, let me make sure you guys can see that, okay. Then we'll go on to my cash envelopes. So for cash envelopes, for self-care, I'm giving myself $10. For spending, I'm giving myself $10. And then I also have my son's allowance, which is $12. So that's a total of $32. So once I take that $32 from the income that we have listed here, that gives me a remaining balance of $4,006. So then we go on to sinking funds. So from sinking funds, I have my business account, which I'm giving it $10. And for most of you, you know that I am launching a candle business. Hopefully it will be in March. Seasons Candle Co. We do have a date night envelope sinking fund. It's $10. And challenges, which is the challenges that I will be participating in. I've already pulled the numbers, I think. Well, I'm hoping because it's $425. So that's what, the portion that I'm responsible for paying into the challenges. So that gives me a total of $445. So when I subtract that from the 406, that gives me $3,561. Again, with my 401k and my Roth IRA, I'm not listing that amount here only because, again, it's taken out before I even get my check. All of this stuff is already taken out and dispersed. So I'll just have like ACH here. Now the part that I'm really, really excited about, as I said in my debt confessions, I have 3 credit cards that I am focusing on. Hopefully I'll get this stuff paid out before February. So I have an Olo MasterCard. I can't remember the exact amount of the balance. And then I have an American Express, and then I have a Mercury MasterCard. So what I'm doing, I know in my debt confessions, I was kind of unsure about what I was going to do or how I was going to do it. Well, I took $2,000 out of my savings account, and it's going to be paid towards that Mercury MasterCard. And the reason I'm choosing the Mercury MasterCard over one of the lower balances is because the interest rate that I am paying on this Mercury MasterCard is killing me. It's crazy. I looked at my statement last year, and I think it was a total of $300 in interest that I paid. I could have paid another bill with $300. So anyway, what I'm doing on that, I'm going to go ahead and pay it out. And this is what I did to you guys, so you can kind of follow my math and let me know if you think I probably should have done things differently. What I did was took $2,000 from my savings account. I added my debt envelope money, excuse me, which was $337, which gave me $2,337. So I took that total, that $2,337, and I subtracted my Mercury MasterCard balance as of today. Now, they're probably going to tack on some interest, so I might still have to make one more small payment of, a few dollars. But that should give me a zero balance on my Mercury card, and it'll leave me a balance of $250. So that $250, I'm going to apply it on my Olo MasterCard. And then my monthly payment last month for my American Express card was $43. So that would give me a total of $2,380. So I think we are caught up at this point, and hopefully my camera will act right until I can get this video filmed. But at this point, let's see. excuse me, I have my little cheat sheet over here. What we're doing is subtracting the 3,000, which is the amount that we have left, 3,561, from the 2380, and that is giving me a balance of $1,181. So I'm hoping my math is correct, and what I am going to do is enter my numbers here. So 4,038. My bills, we didn't have anything because that's ACH. And then my cash envelopes is 32. My sinking funds is 445. My my savings is ACH, and then my debts is 2,380. So let's do the math real quick. 4,038 minus $32 minus $445 minus 2,380 is 1,181. So that's correct. So I would do the same thing with my my cash breakdowns. I'm not going to do it on camera again because it's just, you know, way too time consuming, but I would use the same theory. Self-care is getting $10. I would mark the 10, spending in 10, and then just go on and so forth, and then just add that up. And then of course, once I do that, then I would also do one of the little deposit slips to let the teller know exactly what I'm doing. The reason that I'm not going to go ahead and do my challenges is because I would have to list all of my challenges out with the denominations, and that's just way too time consuming. So anyway, in the interest of time, let me get my camera together here. Hope you guys can see that. Got my camera out. So I think that is all that I do have for you guys today. I just want to thank you all that stayed to the end. I did have just one little quick story to tell you guys. So my husband, before he left, he asked me how many subscribers did I have. And of course I didn't know because I had not been looking. I'm not very techie. So we went online and I looked, and I was so excited, y'all. I had like 5 subscribers. So I was like, oh my God, I have 5 subscribers. And he just laughed his tail off at me. He was not like a little chuckle. He just laughed like a real hearty laugh with tears rolling down his eyes. And so I was like, what? He was like, oh, nothing, baby, nothing. But I know what he meant. You know, he was kind of giving me the eye like, you ain't finna do nothing with this channel, you know. Number one, do I want to get more subscribers? Yes. Would I like to get monetized? That would be great. But at this point, I just want to beat him. You know, a lot of y'all know that my husband and I, we're kind of competing to see who can pay out debt faster. He thinks his way is better. I know my way is better because, I mean, we all on here together. You know, it has to be something if everybody's doing it. So with that being said, I do want to thank my 5 subscribers, y'all. I'm still excited. Even though he laughed at me, I'm still so excited. So for those of you that have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Hit the like button so that I will be put into the YouTube algorithm, and leave a comment or maybe even a thumbs up emoji so I can stay encouraged to continue to do this with my 5 subscribers. And I will see you guys in the next one. You have a great day. Bye.